Welcome to Jumpware. First of all, congratulations that you've won the contest. It's really good to see some young students cracking it. How do you find these questions? Do these questions are easy?
Yes, I actually have been learning the aptitude questions and all. So many videos are coming over it. Like question I have attended over there. For aptitude only, there are different chapters and all that we are now we are. I have attended over there. Like I have learned 8 problem and all from that great learning itself. Like they are providing some videos. So watching over it, I have got to know some ideas and all. I have completed my BE on Information Science and Engineering from KNS Institute of Technology.
Okay. A lot of MNCs look for marks percentage because they want to cut off a lot of students, right?
Yes,
But
sir.
your main area or major area where you actually will be judged will be your technical areas, right? So I have your resume with me, which is pretty different. You really don't see pinkish color coming in the resumes. You usually see black and white. So it's a little different, I would say. Coming back to technical skills, right? You mentioned, Python, C language, C++, Java, Internet of Things, and computer language. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now talking like 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 languages and one concept, right? So on what basis do you say that you know these 4 languages? Do you have projects done on those languages?
Yes, for Java and all have did different projects. Like DBMS mini project was there over our sixth sem in third year, and also in fourth year we have did our final year project in Java itself. In Python, how I can say is in institute I have studied about Python, and they have asked us to do different assignments and all. To make mini projects and all, like roller, some dice roller and all, like different games and all. Also they asked us to make and submit them. So we have did that practice over it. In C languages, like in college itself, we have did one movie ticket booking system that I have did in my file structure mini project.
Okay. You have also mentioned about Java in your resume. Have you worked on Java? Did you build any projects?
Yes, sir. I did my final year project face recognition. Marking attendance using face recognition. In that, we have used all the Java concepts.
Have you heard about NoSQL?
Don't have that much knowledge about it.
And can a table exist without a primary key? It is mandatory to have a primary key for all the tables, is it?
Yeah, foreign key is okay. It is not, also it can work. Primary key if you want to view, if you want to add.
Are you familiar with DDL, DML
Yes, sir,
statement?
DDL, DML, sir.
Okay, fabulous.
DDL
Nice.
is data definition language.
Okay, fine. So now let's move on to Python, right? What exactly have you done in Python?
In Python, actually, we learned about OOC concept, data structure concept. Also, we have did some small mini projects and all over to different games we prepared, sir. Actually, so much interested in making games and all. So I made dice roller, carom game also I made. Also dot joining are there, no? That I have made. 3, 4
Okay.
that gaming I did, and more 1, 2 we did for like asking questions like survey.
Did you do a web application or a standalone application?
Web application only.
Okay.
But I have not hosted it because I don't have that domain and hosting.
Okay, fine.
Using XAMPP we did. Yes, sir.
Okay, probably look on AWS or
Know about AWS.
Google it out. Search AWS. There are free domains available which you can get for free of cost. There are free hosting services.
Example, we can run it. Like I have made my hospital management system, like connecting with XAMPP itself, and we can run it for only for our purpose. Public
That's one you'll have to make your local system as a server, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What I'm telling you is host in cloud server so that you can have it as a URL and you can share it with anyone.
AWS, right?
AWS, Amazon Web Services.
Web services, yeah. Okay.
That's something that you can expose because for students they had some opportunities wherein they free 1 year opportunity or something like that.
Okay.
or check
Thank you.
for GCP, that is Google Cloud Provider, or Microsoft Azure. Three
Microsoft
things,
Azure. Okay.
either of the three things will have something for students wherein you can play around with it or host some small applications in their servers.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Try
Thank you.
on that. But coming back to what you built, right? Do you use the framework in Python?
Yes, only we used
Which one?
Java scripts.
JavaScript is a front end library. Anything in backend using Python like Django or Flask or something?
Yes, sir. Django only they taught, but actually I didn't learn it because that time I were having exams. So they have sent me the videos, but I have not watched details about that Django. Django
Okay.
only they taught.
Okay. If you're looking forward to your career in software development, even if it's in game lines, right? That is something that you need to learn,
Okay.
right? That's another thing. Now, how good are you in data structures? Do you understand what is data structures?
Structuring of everything like
Okay. Do you know different types of data structures?
arrays, linked list, stack view, and all.
Can you give me some real-time examples where arrays will be used?
We want to store more data once, like array of if we want to insert 10 values, then we can give array of 9 so that from 0 to 9 we can.
I agree. That's an example. I want example in real time. Okay, I am damn sure that in Instagram they're using arrays to do this. In WhatsApp they're using arrays to do this, or they could be using arrays. Are you able to relate something like that?
I am not getting the question actually.
Okay, so you gave me an example, right, of data arrays.
Yeah.
That's a very generic example which you have studied in the books,
Okay.
right? Now imagine you have to apply that arrays concept into some real-time application.
Okay.
Okay, can you give me an example which is a real-time application? Or when you did these gaming applications, haven't you used arrays anywhere? Concept into some.
I used, but actually I'm not able to like clarify you. Sorry for that.
Okay. Do you think game of chess uses arrays?
No, no. I have used their like different arrays. I have not used there. In looping only, we are using like loop for to make loops. We are using array, no sir.
Exactly, right? So basically, your chess game is nothing but a two-dimensional array. What are the generic OOPS concepts?
Class, object, method, encapsulation.
Okay.
Got that.
Have you applied all those in your projects that you've done?
Yes, sir. Inheritance I have did once, and encapsulation also have did.
How did you implement encapsulation?
Encapsulation like in encapsulation I did like if I want other thing to be included in my from like other part if I want to include in next part, so I have included over it. So
Okay. Let's switch from OOPS to data structures.
already you asked about data
Uh,
structure.
okay, I know I already asked, but you cannot tell the interviewer what to ask, what not. No, they'll keep switching from concepts to concepts, topics to topics. Okay. Do you understand linear data structure and non-linear data structure?
Data structure should be in a sequence order, and non-linear are like any sequences are not followed over there.
Okay, fine. And do you know what is the advantages of using linked list over other type
Yeah,
of list?
like we can if we want to link one node to like one node to another, like rear end we are linking the rear node to second node, that front node, no. So if we want to link anything like from one node to another node, so that we can use link list.
You have also mentioned about Java in your resume. Have you worked on Java?
Yes, sir. I did my project, final year project face recognition, marking attendance using recognition. In that, we have used all the Java concept only.
So did you implement an algorithm by yourself or did you use an algorithm existing?
Like We have used also, and we have implemented something over that.
Okay, so was it an individual project or a group project?
Group project.
What was your responsibilities in the project?
My responsibility was like to get the data sets over it, and also to provide the that Excel sheet we have to create. For that Excel sheet, the student attendance is marked over it. So I have did that part, and all the PPTs and all also I have only prepared over for that also.
Fine. You might have been using some library, no, for face
Yeah,
recognition
that was Voila. This
and
part
recognition.
only it was detecting. Actually, this part is the main part over here, like from nose to this mouth part and eyes part. It was
Mesh, MESH.
topology is there, right? Yeah, mesh one. It is like from here to there to the different connections.
What was the accuracy result that you got? For how many number of faces?
We did for 8 faces for three of us, and that we have taken pictures also from that this Elon Musk and all over it. We have tried for 8 faces.
What if there were like 30, 40 students? See, on an average, in a minimum 40 to 60 students, right? Would it still work at that time?
Mm. Yes, sir. Obviously, it will work because we are adding the data sets in different format, not only in one format. Like however it is, if you are wearing mask, also it will recognize because also we have included over there for eyes recognition from eyes.
And per user, how many images do you capture?
We captured 5 to 6 in different directions.
But you've tested only up to 8 faces at a time.
8 faces, yeah.
So you're not. I mean, see, point number one, right? In your resume, you've mentioned about 4 to 5 programming languages.
Yes, sir.
I'm damn sure you would know only 10 to 20% of each of the languages, right?
Python
Uh,
little proper.
exactly. So if your strong area is Python, I would write more about Python in my resume than mentioning about Java.
So how can I can't tell lie, right? I have not
It's not
worked
about
in my
lying.
academic projects.
Exactly. So that's where the picture comes. A lot of people now are doing projects on their own, right? You
That we
can
can
build your
do.
own project, right? You don't have to have an academic project itself, right? You can contain a section called as personal projects, and you can tell whatever you've implemented in within the personal projects. Okay, be as simple as a student database or a library management system. Or if you make something interesting, you can make something to do with uh, vaccination protocols. How many people have taken vaccine? Company? How do you organize vaccination drive? Could be something like a simple upload feature for resumes for various job opportunities, right? Or it could be something like collecting all the info about various passed out students who did not get a job, right? So that's one thing. Second thing, coming to designation doesn't really matter when you start your career in any company. What matters is how much of an exposure you're getting, how much guidance are you getting from your senior developers, right? If you're getting these two, you can build any application to any level. For example, if you're talking something like React JS is a front end technology used in the web application development,
Yes, sir.
but its usage is tremendous. Even huge application like I'm not recollecting, but I guess Facebook uses React.js. And from the industry perspective, React.js demand is really good, right? But it's not about simply doing UI activity, right? There is something called as architecture inside React. You need to understand how the architecture works. You need to understand how you can make an application perform really fast, and at the same time it is secured really well, right? Now these are various concepts that you need to learn and start applying. A lot of freshers, I find problem is they know the concept but they don't know how to apply it. They know the theory but they don't know practicals. Whereas to you, I understood you were a mix of both. You were able to convert that theoretical knowledge into technical implementation, but the problem with you is you're not able to communicate properly with the right terminologies or with the right answers that I was expecting. I mean, I understood you were able to give me the answers, but the kind of words that you were choosing was layman.
Okay.
right? That's one area that you need to improvise on. Secondly, like I said, if I am good at Python, I will write more about Python, various libraries that I've used, which are the various frameworks that I've worked with, what are the various implementations that I've done, right? So point number one, restrict the number of technical languages that you mentioned, because if you're telling you have mentioned 5 languages, you are giving an opportunity to the interviewer to ask any question from any 5 languages.
Okay.
Right. So that's one thing. Second thing, when it comes to project, you just mentioned one liner of the project. But when an interviewer sees your projects, he is more interested in what was your roles and responsibilities. What are the various technical stack that you have used in the project? Like for example, in your project, you mentioned file structure mini project, movie ticket booking based on C language, right? But you haven't mentioned what exactly you've done that. Right? In the final year project, you mentioned Java, but have you used any framework like Spring's framework or Hibernate you have used, or is it core Java? And what kind of database that you have used? What was your responsibilities in the project? Because I don't know, right? Your project might have been amazing, but imagine you contributed only on small module. Then I cannot judge you based on developing the entire project. So I need to understand what was your responsibilities in the project. Yeah. Then language interest is fine, and you can also mention a bit more about like data structures, algorithm concept that you've learned, like OOPS concepts and things like that, right? And lastly, about your picture, right? So it is a mixed response from various experts in the interview world, right? Few say it's okay to put your picture in the resume, especially when it comes to management positions or like MBA students and things like that, right? But what happens is you need to understand that there's some kind of favoritism, or okay, looking at one face, they may have a second thought, oh, okay, this is how the person looks, right? So it's ideally suggested not to put the picture in the resume unless it is asked by the particular company.
Okay.
Right? Otherwise, there are chances that they might have second thoughts or thoughts running in their mind. Right? So why should we give them an opportunity for any thoughts having? Right? That's other thing. Apart from, I feel your data structures and algorithms are lacking a bit. Right? You need to understand this. It's very easy to learn programming languages, but it is very important you learn an algorithm, because data structure, algorithms, OOPS concepts are going to remain same across all the programming languages. These concepts, you can apply this to any syntax in any programming language. But if you don't know these concepts, you will go to the programming language first. Then every time you learn a programming language, you'll have to understand the perspective concepts and data structures and algorithm, and then proceed further. So always have a logic of applying data structures, algorithm first, syntax later. That's a mistake what a lot of freshers do. Okay. Apart from that, if you're interested in gaming, there are a lot of web application game development that happens. Like for example, look at Facebook. Facebook has a lot of games, right? Which is at a web application level, right? So there are a lot of interactive games that you can develop at a web application level. Also, you don't have to go yourself full-fledged into proper gaming, standalone softwares that people develop. There are a lot of web application related gamings also that you can get into if you're interested in that areas. That's pretty much my inputs, Kavita. Apart from that, I guess you're doing decently good. The interaction is good. Your confidence level is good. You have that positive body vibe. You're able to communicate properly, because a lot of people sometimes get too much nervous. They're not able to look at the screen. They're not able to speak properly. They start shivering. They start feeling nervous and things like that. So I did not see all that in you. Your body language was pretty much good. Yes, sometimes I felt you were having a little bit of absent-minded thoughts. Like your voice was fluctuating. Sometimes it was going down. When you go down, it's understood that either you don't know the answer or you're thinking something else at the same time, right? So that's one point I noticed. Second thing was you were moving, like your body was moving a bit front and back, right?
Actually, Saz is not there for that purpose.
I know, for whatever reason, right? As an interviewer, he would never point out these pointers
Yes,
to
sir.
you. But I am pointing out because it's a mock interview and you need to understand so that you learn out of it, right? So I try to avoid that. Have a proper standard posture, sit straight, have your camera facing straight in front of you. That's where laptop helps, because the laptop's camera, have you seen where it faces? You don't see it downwards. Right now, I feel your mobile is a little downwards, but when you keep it straight up front, straight on the face, exactly, right? You can't hold and sit it. You will have to ideally keep it somewhere. So that's how you should ideally attend an interview, so that both your hands are free and you're able to move your hands. The moment you're moving your hands, you feel that confidence in you.
Okay.
Cool, Kavita. That's all from my end. Any other questions that you have in your mind that you would want to get clarified?
No, sir.
Great, awesome.
If I have any doubts, so I can convey you from that Instagram itself, right?
Yes, you can always reach out to us.
Actually, I used to get the notification late. Whenever you will be texting, it will come after an hour or half an hour like that. It will come. That's the problem and the reason I am texting you back later.
That's okay. I guess our social media team understands that it's not a concern. So we have a different social media team, and we have a group of expertise who are working in different companies who take up interviews and guide students on technical aspects. Right? Our social media team understands that it's not a concern. So we have a different social media team, and we have a group of expertise who are working in different companies who take up interviews and guide students on technical aspects. Right? So great, Kavita. It was really nice and wonderful having a conversation with you, and I hope this was really fruitful. Where it was really enjoyable or beneficial for you. I'm not really sure, but I hope it helps you out in some way.
And also,
So great, Kavita. It was really nice and wonderful having a conversation with you. And
I'd like to thank you so much for giving me this and all suggestions. And thank you so much for guiding me, knowing
great,
this. Yeah, I feel great for this all. Thank you so much.
sure. Such, like I said, questions you have, feel free to reach us out via our website jumpway.com or via our Instagram page, and keep following the page. Cool. All the best.